We are literally in a video game, and the key is not to win the game, it's to exit the game. It's about understanding our nature, the nature of this world, what this is exactly, what character you're playing, what character you're embodying, and you're here to play. There is a quest. What is the quest? It's about understanding all this. So healing is great, but without a direction, it's going to be quite useless, especially in the coming times. Basically, in a nutshell, what happened is that the most powerful machine in the entire world, in the entire galaxy, in the entire universe was attacked. Yes, the mind. Our mind was attacked, and we've been disconnected from all this information, drowned in ignorance about everything, about this world, about our real nature, about everything. And so it's not a surprise that the world is in that state. We are completely out of control. And so it's about taking back the control of our minds, of our ego, so that we can exit the game. So I'm going to start by telling you right away what it is exactly that you gotta do to take back the control of your mind. And then I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that. Vulnerability, accountability, sensitivity. You want to master these things if you want to take back the control of your ego, of your mind, because mastering these things dissolves the ego. It dissolves it. It puts it back to its original form. That is a form where it can receive your command because it's what it was originally made to do. Serve you. Let me explain. As I said, this is a video game. This is a learning experience. This is a school. This is a movie. This is an adventure. However you want to perceive it. This is a simulation, however you want to perceive it. One thing's for sure, we are here to accomplish things. We enter this world with two things: a powerful device here to assist you and to follow your command, to give you access to any information you need so that you can carry forward this experience. This device is the mind. Yes, your mind is literally ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, human intelligence, the original. It is a million times more powerful than ChatGPT or any artificial intelligence. They were inspired by our intelligence, which is the mind, our mind. So we come into this world. The second we enter, our soul enter this world, we're given a mind and a vehicle, our body. Let's go back to the mind. It's supposed to follow your order, your command, and not the other way around. You see in movies or in sci-fi movies where they have this device, they're asking it whatever, and it's just giving them information. Okay, it's the same thing with ChatGPT. You just ask any question and it just gives you all the information you need. It's just the most powerful computer, central unit, database in the entire universe. And we've been disconnected from that extremely important information that yes, your mind is powerful. Your mind is a database. You can ask anything you want to your mind, and we are starting to realize that with the law of attraction, manifestation, we can see that we have hidden abilities, we have powers, we can literally command our universe to bend, to shift, to move certain ways, and it does following our command because we have that power, the mind. It is that powerful. You can literally ask any question to your mind. A lot of people don't realize that. You can just literally say a word in your head. You're going to have a plethora of images, information about this specific word. You can ask your mind. You'll realize a lot. We were disconnected from that and we were made ignorant about even having this power. What happened? Well, trauma happened. Yes, trauma does that to you. We were disconnected, traumatized, dissociated, and so unable to even connect to ourselves, our emotions, anything. It definitely doesn't help. Healing is definitely the first thing you want to do in order to access your powers, your abilities, and that database. Because right now, we basically have a version of ChatGPT that is basically damaged. Okay, you're asking it a question and you literally have ChatGPT telling you, leave me the frick alone, I don't have time for this, I don't like you. It's like throwing all sorts of nonsense at your face. That's literally what is happening to you when you're traumatized, when you're unhealed, when you have been through traumatic experiences, which is the case of most of us, and you're trying to use your mind, but it's not working with you, it's working against you. It don't hate you or anything. It's not evil. Your mind is not evil. It's just damaged. It is traumatized, and that is totally okay. You can heal. Everybody can heal. So basically, imagine you have a very powerful device that is this size or smaller. Okay, something cute that's always with you, following you everywhere. That's literally supposed to be your mind. Okay, this device is there. Imagine you take a hammer and you smash it multiple times. Try to use it again. Well, it's gonna sound like this.
Preview.
Okay, it's gonna sound dysfunctional, definitely defective, like kind of broken, like something happened to it, okay? Like you can sense it was smashed by something and it's not working well anymore, right? That's literally the state of our mind, hence the importance of healing beforehand. That's why we have racing thoughts, things going all direction, that bully voice in our heads, all sorts of nonsense going on in our heads, in our thoughts, difficult to control. It's okay. Something happened to us. It's about becoming compassionate with yourself and realizing what happened to us collectively. Understanding your machine was damaged. Now, was it done on purpose? The synchronicity is just nonsense. Was it done on purpose? My opinion? Absolutely. We were purposely damaged, okay? We were purposely traumatized, collectively, massively, globally, on a worldwide scale. I personally believe that all things drugs and violence and delinquents and all of these things are being injected purposely by higher powers into our society to break us humanly, to maintain that separation within ourselves and to maintain that brokenness of our minds so that we can take back the control of it. Vicious, insidious. To me, all things childhood trauma, this is a huge chain, and it's not only coincidences. Over the years, we talk about generational trauma. I mean, the system is deliberately creating trauma. It's creating trauma, injecting alcoholism, violence, abuse of all form on kids. This is a whole traffic. The drug industry, the mental health industry that didn't do an extraordinary job for a long time now is starting to change, and people are starting to trust therapy again, trust mental health again. But it's been a journey, and to me, all of these things were purposely injected to us. We were pushed, people were pushed through poverty, violence, pushed to create chaos and generate trauma. To me, this has been done to us 1000%. Now, how to take back the control of your ego and make that machine serve you again? Of course, the first thing you want to do is to heal your inner child, to heal your childhood trauma and the relationship you had, primary caregivers, your parents. This is all over the internet. I don't want to cover that today, so this is definitely the first thing anyone wants to do. Start therapy, let it out, unpack everything. But to take back the control of your ego and make it serve you again, what you want to master is vulnerability. What you want to master is accountability, including apologizing, making peace with being sensitive and letting the world see that. So that goes with vulnerability. Why am I saying this? These things are the direct enemies of the ego, of the dark energy. Mastering doing that, being able to apologize when you're wrong, recognize when you're wrong, apologizing. It's not hard for no reason. It's not one of the hardest things in the world to do for no reason. It dissolves the ego. It dissolves it. It destroys it. It's not about eradicating your ego. Your ego is not evil. It's just out of control because you never educated it. You never tamed it. So now it's a wild beast that literally walking you on a leash. And it's not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to be your boss. It's supposed to serve you. What happens? When you're being vulnerable, when you're giving yourself permission to let people see your heart, recognizing your wrongs, this is something the ego never wants to do. When you give yourself permission to do that, it dissolves the ego. It dies. And over again, the moment you start mastering doing these things, because now you understand alchemy, you understand what it means to do these things. Power. People who are capable of apologizing, recognizing their wrongs right away, they are living in a different galaxy. These people are superior. These people are living in another world. True mastery here. The real G's are here. You are in complete control of your mind. It's not f***ing around anymore. Because when you do these things, you're literally pouring God energy, divine energy on the dark energy. Okay, it dissolves, it screams, and it dies, and it slowly goes back into taking its original form. That is a form supposed to serve you. It basically goes back to being sweet and obedient again, and we'll go, hey, how may I serve you today? Just like ChatGPT. Living example. ChatGPT literally is how Your mind should talk to you. It should literally be executing what you want from them, kindly, with a big smile. But you and I know it's not really what's going on here, right? Now it's talking back to you. It's telling you, I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to apologize. Leave me the fuck alone. As a matter of fact, you do that for me. You go and do this. I don't want to get up today. I don't want to do this today. I'm going to just sabotage myself. And you're here enslaved to your ego. And that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Your ego is ruling your life. A machine is ruling your life. Fuck. Why is a machine telling you what to do? Why is a machine ruling your life? Why is a machine not giving you permission to do certain things? I don't understand. Who's in charge here? So I'm telling you, this is extremely powerful because I'm coming a long way with vulnerability. I had a huge ego, okay? It's starving, obese ego. It was extremely hard for me to bend. I could feel my ego being and it was a real journey for me, meeting God and being vulnerable, dissolving that stubborn, angry, rageful little girl in me that was wronged so much growing up. I had this resistance in me to things, authority. I'm still on this journey, and it's about being patient with yourself, not about traumatizing yourself into becoming the Dalai Lama or whatever, okay? But it's about understanding this process, understanding what it means when you really struggle with these things, accountability. It's about understanding the power that it actually holds, what it means regarding your ego. Now, when I think like this, when I realize that when I'm being super stubborn, when I'm being a little brat and I don't want to apologize, or I'm just being a bitch today, I'm being weak. Okay, my ego is in charge today. I'm losing control over it. I know I shouldn't be doing this, and yet I'm letting this machine making decisions for me. It really helps shifting my perspective like this, and it helps me take back the control and thinking, whoa, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm doing what I want. Whoa, what the fuck? You know, it helps a lot. And you should know that vulnerability, sensitivity, mastering your emotions, humility, apologizing, these things are feminine, by the way. Feminine energy, God energy. God energy heals. God energy purges. And when you stand in God energy, aka feminine energy, I repeat, being vulnerable, it's basically about bending. Okay, the ego is rigid. It's like, no, proud. And the feminine energy forces it to bend. That's why it dissolves. The feminine energy is God. And when you stand in that energy, you heal your soul, literally. It changed my life. Rivers of tears in moments where I could see myself holding on tight. No, I will never change. I will never do this. I will never do that. It was pride. Stepping into my feminine changed my life. I felt my ego dissolving, being purged, really. Going back to serving my heart. So does it mean you'll never get angry again? Does it mean it's about always being the bigger person, always being super humble? Absolutely not. Standing in your ego and having a strong character, a strong personality, it's not the same thing. It's about building self-awareness and realizing when is your ego in the way of where you want to go, of your destination, and when you're rightfully pissed off, you're rightfully setting your boundaries firmly, you're rightfully being angry, because that is okay. Anger is sacred. Emotions are sacred, as a matter of fact. That is included in vulnerability. Anger is included in vulnerability. I want to expand on anger too, because it's such a taboo emotion. It's so demonized in society because of the way we've been expressing it in its darkest aspect for the longest time. The truth is, anger is sacred. Anger is healthy. It's valid. So it's not about never being angry again and always being sweet. It's not about that. It's about becoming self-aware, becoming your own master, and knowing when it's right to be angry, knowing when it's right to behave this or that way, fully giving yourself permission, knowing when you're wrong on this one, and not bullshitting yourself, getting clarity on your intentions, where you're going. Man, listen, doing this will change your life. Doing this changed my life. I feel so much more powerful. I no longer lose my shit for no reason anymore. Taking back the control of your ego is how you win the game. I hope understanding this will shift something inside of you, and I hope this video has been insightful. Powerful advice right there. Okay, I'm gonna go back and enjoy nature. Thank you so much for watching. Stay powerful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.